Hi guys, welcome to the first session of our video series, how to develop a web services test automation framework from scratch. So this video session is brought to you by Agile Testing Alliance, which they have introduced a new course and a certification program on CPWST, which is called Certified Professional in Web Services Testing. It's a great certification program which has 3 days of training and the examination. So this is very useful for people who are engaging in web services testing, manual and automation both, as it covers awesome tools such as Postman, Fiddler, Unirest, Rest Assured and Karate. So it tells if any person who is currently doing manual testing or automation to transform into web services testing, which is a highly important area for a test automation or a test professional to learn. So just glance through the site and get registered at Agile Test www.agiletestalliance.org wst.html. So let's move into our program where I will teach you to create a web services automation framework using Unirest from scratch. So what I have used here is I have opened up my Eclipse IDE, which I am using the latest one. So what I am doing is, first of all, let's set up the environment and kickstart a script. So first of all, we'll create a Maven project. Just click on this link, Project Explorer link, and it will open up a wizard. So in this wizard, click on Create a Simple Project, go next and type a group ID, Unirest Automation. You can have the same group ID and artifact ID, and what you have to do is click Finish, so that it will create a Maven project with the given name. So once it is done, we have to open up the pom.xml file. So in that pom.xml, we have to specify the dependencies that we are using for Unirest automation. So in here we have to have the dependencies tags. What I'm going to do is I am going to add the dependencies tags. So within these dependencies tags, we have to add the dependencies. So according to the website, we have to add this 1.49 dependency, which is the latest, to our pom.xml file. So once add, just save, and you can see that it will be adding the necessary dependencies to your system. So these are getting added, so we have to wait till it gets added and installed in your project or in the system. Once done, what I'm going to do is we are just going to a kickstart. So we are going to add a package and a class. So we take source main Java, right click on it, and we do so let's right click on it, go new, add package, and we'll give a name Unirest test and click Finish. Then we'll add the class for our test, Unirest test class. Once done, we are ready to code. So what I'm going to do is I have scripted the scenario. So I have to import the Test Ng because I'm running on Test Ng. So let's enable Test Ng for our class. Right click on it and go to Properties, go to Java build path, libraries, and add library Test Ng. So currently the Test Ng is not available. So what we have to do is we have to go and add Test Ng from marketplace. So to install Test Ng from marketplace, we have to go to help, then install new software, and here we can type Test Ng. So add, here we had to type, let's remove this one. So we have to go again, I lost it. Install new software, add, and we have to add this information, Test Ng, and add BEUST Eclipse. Okay, and add. So it will search for Test Ng, and we can add Test Ng for Eclipse. Okay, we have got Test Ng searched. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tick this, and I'm going to add Test Ng to Eclipse. So it's getting installed, collecting information, and it will get installed in your Eclipse installation. So here we go, we got the listing. So I'm going to go next, accept, finish. So then you can see the Test Ng is getting installed in Eclipse. So upon successfully installing, we have to restart Eclipse. So let's allow it to restart. So Eclipse is getting restarted. So once it's restarted, we can see that Test Ng is added in the library section of build path. So let's add the Test Ng library now. Go to build path, configure build path, go to the library section, add library. We have Test Ng installed, so let's add it to the project, apply and close. So once it's added, let's add the dependencies that I have specified, the libraries. So let's import these libraries into our test script. Here we are. So we have added the Test Ng annotations, and the Unirest necessary classes. So we have imported the necessary classes to our test scenario. Next, what we are going to do is, in the script, I'm going to write a test. So denoting a test with the test annotation in Test Ng. Then after that, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add this test method. So let's add the test method into our test scenario. So once we added, the error was gone. So what I'm doing is, I'm going to post a simple GET request to this weather API, which is a free demo API. So I'm going to fetch the data of Pune, and what I'm going to do is, I'm going to check whether this request is successful, that I have got a response 200 in my GET request, and I'm checking where I'm printing the body, that is the response, the weather of Pune for today. So let's run this. To run this, we'll select the class and click write, run as Test Ng, and we have to click OK to save it. So once it's done, I had to allow access for Eclipse. Since it's my initial run, I'm starting from scratch with everything. So the test is getting executed. So it's passing no errors, and this is my response. So I have got a 200 successful response with the weather as a response. So this is the Pune weather. So hope you guys like this video. This is the first video of the series, building a API test automation framework with UniRest from scratch.